Coming up on This Week in Torrance, a new neurology institute opens its doors offering the best treatments to patients.
Then the 2019 Torrance Rose Slope design is unveiled at the recent City Council meeting with a theme that's sure to capture the power of music.
And two local children are finalists in a contest to design comfier children's hospital gowns. We have details.
Plus, the 11th annual Torrance Advantage Awards honors local businesses. We'll tell you who this year's winners are. These stories and much more are just seconds away.
Your local news starts right now.
Hello and welcome to This Week in Torrance. I'm Jin Chun.
And I'm Ben McCain. Thanks so much for joining us. Here are your top stories. A $2 million project is in the works here in Torrance designed to improve the city's infrastructure, and community members gathered to hear all about it. It was a packed room at the Bartlett Senior Center recently as the City of Torrance Public Works staff presented the upcoming Downtown Torrance Active Transportation Project. The federal grant-funded project will repair damaged sidewalks, install curb ramps, and enhance bicycle facilities in the community. This includes 92 curb ramps being replaced and the installation of 11 new bike racks. Next week, reporter Louis Tran brings us details on the scope of the project, which is set to begin this fall. The meeting was put on by the Old Torrance Neighborhood Association.
Business owners and city staff put their best plaid and denim on and got to work at Ganahl Lumber to celebrate this year's 11th annual Torrance Advantage Awards. Torrance CitiCABLE reporter Hibah has this story.
One of Torrance's newest businesses was home to this year's highly anticipated awards ceremony.
It's still really exciting, and it does grow. It has grown every year. We get more people coming, more diverse companies that are applying and are kind of finding out about the program.
And now in its 11th year, the Torrance Advantage Awards honors businesses that have impacted the city through their innovative economic development strategies. Economic Development Manager Fran Fulton says the event was created as a way to say thank you to the businesses right here in Torrance.
I'm always amazed at the companies that are in Torrance, the things that are being made and the services that are provided that are going on every day right under our noses in Torrance.
Businesses are nominated in 4 areas, of which 2 are awarded in each category: for small and large business, people to people, enriching the community, quality of life, community investor, and long-term investor award.
Now our second winner for the Torrance Advantage Award for People to People goes to C3 Systems and Security. Let's hear it.
Chris Cunningham, owner of C3 Systems and Security LLC, was nominated by Torrance Bakery business owner Kirk Rosberg. Cunningham was overjoyed when accepting the award. He says Torrance has been the best place to grow his business, which started in his garage. C3 Systems is a one-stop shop for companies looking for remote IT management and support.
So our client base is really very close to us. Being a South Bay resident for my entire life, it became very easy to choose Torrance, but there's so much opportunity in the city that it's been fantastic.
Another recipient of the People to People Award was Aura Seating, which designs and manufactures ergonomic chairs and office products. Then the winners of the Enriching the Community Award was given to the Best Western plus Avita Suites and Cora Events.
And so what I hope tonight, and what I appreciate about this, and what I appreciate about the Torrance Chamber is, it's not just about money in our community. It's about how do we make it better? How do we get better? How do we grow together? And how do we create some substance while growing our businesses? And so this really means a lot. Thank you.
Cora Events has grown to become one of the largest event planning companies in the nation. And in the last 5 years alone has grown 140%.
We're just starting to build the largest event we've ever built in our life, which is Coachella. We'll be building it over the next 40 days, and Coachella will attract over 140,000 people per day for 2 straight weekends, so that's a big undertaking for us.
International company Tritium and Finn LLC both took home the Quality of Life Community Investor Award that recognizes businesses whose products, systems, methods, and services contribute to improving the community as a whole.
I think it's great to accept this award on behalf of the company. We've been involved in Torrance since 3 years ago is when the chargers were first installed in the city, and the company located its U.S. operations in Torrance in November 2016.
Dennis Pascal says Torrance has supported their mission since day one by installing 5 DC fast chargers. The Australian company has grown from 1 employee to 15, and they have big dreams for the future.
Had mentioned that their vision for Torrance is to have a charger every mile, right? That's a great fit for us because you know what? We sell chargers, we build it here. We want to put a charger every mile. That'll help, right? I mean, that not everyone can afford to put a charger in their home. Right, so the type of chargers we build allow people that live in apartments, allow people that are commuting to stop, fill up, and move on and go about their day. So it's really the sort of thing that helps provide people with energy freedom.
Like Tritium, DocMagic Inc., a business that provides closing loan documentation software products and services to the mortgage industry, says they love how business-friendly the city is.
It's definitely a great honor. I mean, I think we are certainly dedicated to the city and staying in the city. We have had great interactions with the City of Torrance.
DocMagic Inc. and AMAC Technology were honored for the Long-Term Investor Award, and with more than 13,000 business licenses issued in the city, Torrance continues to boom. For Torrance City Cable, I'm Hibah Samad.
Thanks, Hibah. Special recognition went to Ganahl Lumber. Now you can learn more about the awards by going to torranceca.gov/TAA.
Motorists will want to keep an eye out for speed limit signs while driving as the city gets ready to implement change in the near future. Torrance City Council gave the Public Works Department the green light to increase speed limits in 5 locations and decrease the speed in 1 area. A new ordinance was implemented with speeds increasing by 5 miles per hour. Crenshaw Boulevard from Carson Street to Sepulveda Boulevard is the only area where officials requested the speed be decreased to 40 miles per hour. The city conducted more than 151 speed surveys citywide. The new ordinance is to help keep speeds closer to traveling traffic. Officials say it will not result in speeding. A well-known local journalist is honored and recognized for 28 years of great storytelling. Torrance Mayor Patrick Fury and City Council members thanked former Daily Breeze journalist Larry Altman for his work throughout the years. Altman is well known for his coverage of crime and court cases. Fury said that over the course of almost 3 decades, Altman kept the community informed not just with information, but also by telling stories of victims and their families, in many instances being the voice for those victims. Tad Friedman from the Torrance Fire Department said a few words about working with Altman, as did Lieutenant Jeremiah Hart from Torrance PD.
For me, Larry Altman will always be the Daily Breeze, and the Daily Breeze will always be Larry Altman. And when I think about him, I think about 3 qualities specifically. The first one is courage. Larry always had the courage to go out in the field to tell a story that needed to be told.
I just want to thank everyone. I had a great journalism career, and I don't know whether that will continue at all in the future, but it was better than I ever expected, and I'll let you know where I end up.
His last day with the Breeze was February 28th.
The wait is now over as the 2019 Torrance Rose Float design was unveiled at the recent Torrance City Council meeting. You could say it was music to the ears of those in the audience when the float design was shown and approved by the Torrance City Council members. It captured the 2019 theme, Melody of Life. The Citizen Development and Enrichment Committee approved a design created by West High School student Justin Kim. For another year, the Torrance Rose Float Association held a design contest, and there were 9 submissions. The 2019 float depicts musical symbols and will have a live band playing on it as it rolls down Colorado Boulevard. The title for the float is The Power of Music. Next step, the Torrance Rose Float Association will come up with a contract for Fiesta Parade floats. The committee who reviewed the proposals included Tim Estes, president of Fiesta Parade Floats, and members of Destination Art. In 2018, the Torrance Rose Float won the Mayor's Award. Now, to get involved with the Torrance Rose Float Association, go to torrancerosefloat.org.
El Camino College is looking to honor alumni who are making a difference in the community. The El Camino College Foundation is seeking nominees for the 2018 Distinguished Alumni Award. The biennial program is coordinated by the foundation, but honorees are selected by a committee. People nominated should have a proven track record of achievement in their chosen career, service to the community, or area of endeavor and who've also gained local, state, or national recognition. They must have attended El Camino at least 10 years ago. The deadline for nomination forms can be found at elcamino.edu.
A longtime Torrance Unified School teacher is being remembered. Debbie Galliard, a Torrance High School teacher, passed away recently. Galliard, who grew up in Torrance, began teaching at Torrance High in 1998 and was currently on leave of absence. Over the years, she has taught social science and psychology. Many students also remember her for coaching them in tennis. Former students and colleagues expressed their condolences on social media. Galliard also graduated from Torrance High back in 1970. Well, still ahead, we'll tell you why these Laker fans practiced their hoop skills at Shoot 360 recently.
Plus, a local brewery is doing what they can to reduce its carbon footprint.
Stay right here. You're watching This Week in Torrance. We'll be back in just a minute.
Every year, humans habitually gather for what they call the summer barbecue. Unfortunately, leaving hot coals improperly extinguished can cause a wildfire. Now, could it be?
Hey guys, it's Smokey!
By George, it's Smokey Bear. These friends are going to learn a thing or two about extinguishing hot coals. Indeed, it looks as if Smokey is going to use the drown, stir, drown and feel technique. After the first drown, a good stir. Next, another long quenching drink for the hot coals. Chilling. And finally, a close feel to confirm they're safe to leave. Smokey has this mastered.
Cool? Okay.
Bang on, Smokey.
Hey, Smokey! Catch! Oh. My bad, Smokey.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
A best-selling author stopped in Torrance to share how to succeed in flipping houses. Lloyd Siegel, a real estate investor and public speaker, shared information from his newest book called Flipping Houses. This is considered a real estate investment strategy when an investor purchases a property not for his own use, but with the purpose of selling for profit. The free workshop helps people with finding, financing, fixing, and flipping houses. Lloyd was recently highlighted in the Wall Street Journal as one of America's big flippers. For more information on these workshops, go to flippingworkshops.com.
Two siblings from Torrance are hoping their creativity will bring smiles to children at hospitals across the nation. 13-year-old Ava and 10-year-old Maxwell are one of 3 finalists in the Starlight Children's Foundation nationwide Design a Gown contest. Starlight received more than 6,000 submissions from kids, families, hospitals, schools, and supporters across the United States who created unique designs in hopes of having their art featured on 30,000 Starlight gowns in partnership with Niagara Cares. Locals Ava and Maxwell designed a gown with whimsical parachutes and rockets in honor of their cousin Benny, who is diagnosed with a rare form of cancer at just 6 months old. Starlight gowns replace traditional children's hospital gowns with ones that are soft and comfortable. You have the chance to vote for Ava and Max and Benny's Starlight gown online through April 6th in hopes of getting their gown to win. You can vote at starlight.org. Starlight Children's Foundation is an organization committed to bringing joy and comfort to hospitalized kids and their families. Originally launched in the fall of 2016, the program has already provided more than 145,000 Starlight gowns to hospitalized children across the country. We will meet Ava and Maxwell and have more on This Week in Torrance, set to air on April 5th.
Torrance police officers laced up their running shoes and were off, proving their strength once again. The Torrance Police Department won their division for the 9th year in a row in the 2018 Challenge Cup Relay Baker to Vegas. Torrance Police also ranked 12th out of 275 teams. It's the largest law enforcement race in the world. 288 law enforcement teams throughout Southern California and multiple countries participated in the 120-mile foot race. The race began in 1985 with the purpose to help police officers improve their physical health, but eventually expanded to promote camaraderie, physical fitness, pride, and teamwork throughout all law enforcement personnel. Participants shared that during one leg of the race, it started snowing.
From knitted scarves, necklaces to unique handcrafted pieces, the Spring Arts and Crafts Fair had it all. For For the 19th year in a row, the Torrance Craftsmen's Guild hosted their annual fair at the Torrance Cultural Arts Center. More than 60 independent artists sold handcrafted items like ceramics, jewelry, home goods, toys, and much, much more. The Craftsmen's Guild organization was created more than 40 years ago when a small group of artisans came together over their love for creating handmade crafts. And their goal is to share their love for the art with the local community. And every year they raise money to reward individuals in high school with an interest in arts and crafts. Scholarships can range anywhere from $500 to $1,000. A special drawing was held at the event to raise money for scholarships, which will help chosen graduating seniors in the Torrance Unified School District. If you are interested in the organization, visit torrancecraftsmansguild.org.
Fans and Los Angeles Lakers basketball stars stopped by a Torrance facility recently. Laker girls were also pumping up the Los Angeles Lakers spirit as they chose Shoot 360 as its corporate event venue. James Worthy and Brian Shaw taught kids how to shoot at the city's one-of-a-kind basketball facility. With revolutionary technology, Shoot 360 provides athletes with the most advanced basketball shooting and ball handling training in the world. Shoot 360 is located on Artesia Boulevard between Van Ness and Western Avenues.
A local brewery continues to take steps to go green. Smog City Brewery Company in Torrance has selected a new provider of electricity. PTG Water and Energy is an innovator of on-site power generation technology for craft breweries. By integrating the company, owner Lori Porter says it will lower its costs, reduce carbon footprint, and keep track of valuable data. Smog City has been around since 2011 and recently expanded its tap room space and also broke ground on a new expansion that will focus on fermentation tanks and a new bottling line. Initial study shows that PTG system can reduce electricity and natural gas bills by more than 50% and would also eliminate the need to purchase an additional boiler. The business will soon be installing a 36-foot silo as well. Smog City is celebrating its 7th anniversary on April 28th.
For the second year in a row, a local business was voted Best in Home Care. 24-hour home care was selected by the Easy Reader News annual Reader's Choice competition. Founded in the South Bay, 24-hour home care is a non-medical provider that offers caregivers who specialize in assisting seniors and individuals with developmental disabilities. They offer a wide range of services to their clients, including meal preparation, medical reminders, light housekeeping, and companionship. Here in Torrance, 24-hour home care is located at 21311 Hawthorne Boulevard. Over the years, the business has expanded to 16 locations and has hired 3,000 employees. 24-hour home care will celebrate its 10th anniversary this October. Two neurologists spearheaded the opening of a new neurology practice affiliated with Providence Little Company of Mary Medical Center.
2, 3.
Torrance is leading the way in providing neurology services for all South Bay residents, first from creating the Neuroscience Institute and now this new facility. Dr. Farrar Villanueva and Dr. Allison Arch will lead the clinic. They specialize in dementia, seizures, multiple sclerosis, and Parkinson's disease. They also will offer the latest treatments for migraines with the use of Botox. The facility provides state-of-the-art, cutting-edge, and minimally invasive treatments and emergency stroke services.
We are also looking forward to doing some Botox for migraines, doing some clinical studies, and as well, we want to provide some lectures to the local community about interesting neurological topics.
The two physicians screen for reversible causes of dementia and see patients with Alzheimer's. Doctors hope the new Providence Medical Institute will fill the need of neurologists in the South Bay. The department plans on adding 2 more neurologists to the team by the end of the year.
And speaking of Providence, they helped locals celebrate St. Patrick's Day with some healthy eats. How about stir-fried curried kale with tofu, cabbage, and asparagus over a bed of quinoa? In honor of St. Patrick's Day and National Nutrition Month, dietitian Jessica Bodwin and chef Adam Angelito cooked up a healthy dose of vegetables. Providence Little Company of Mary wants to help people make healthier choices. This is also an opportunity to launch the Choose Well Wellness campaign, where employees earn points for wellness behavior, like trying some of the healthy dishes in the cafeteria. All of these initiatives are geared towards developing healthier eating habits.
Most Americans aren't consuming enough dark green leafy vegetables, and we're falling short of recommendations in vegetables overall. Green vegetables are really important to include in the diet on a regular basis. They're an excellent source of important minerals like calcium and iron. They're also a great source of vitamin K, which is something we don't find in a whole lot of foods, as well as potassium.
For healthy recipes, visit california.providence.org and click on the Healthy Recipes tab under Health Tools. Well, still ahead, upcoming events you won't want to miss.
Plus, we have the latest happening in the sports world. Welcome back, everybody. Here are some upcoming events. On March 26th, Torrance South Bay YMCA kicks off its National YMCA Safety Around the Water 5-day program. It's designed to show children and parents the unique YMCA swim lesson program. It costs only $30 for 5 one-hour lessons. Then don't forget the City of Torrance is hosting its breakfast and a visit with the Bunny event from 9 a.m. to noon on March 31st at the Toyota Meeting Hall. It will include breakfast, a special performance, egg hunt, and more. Tickets are $20. Phone in and walk-in registration will take place at the registration office located in the West Annex of City Hall. Then also on Saturday, March 31st, you can stop by a smart gardening workshop from 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. at the Southeast Library. You will learn backyard composting, water-wise gardening, and green recycling. The program is free and no registration is required. Now let's find out what's happening in the Torrance sports world.
What's going on, AJ?
Hey guys, here's what you'll see on this week's edition of the Sports Desk. We asked for it, and let's just say they delivered. It was another postseason slugfest between Bishop and Sierra Canyon in high school boys basketball. On the high school diamond, a member of the red-hot West High School softball team celebrates a milestone. And the Tartars baseball team starts another win streak. And we'll check in with the never-ending hitting clinic known as El Camino College. Plus, the Warriors men's volleyball team is putting a spike in the competition this season. All this and so much more. Remember to watch the Sports Desk at 4 and 9:30 p.m. right here on Torrance City Cable. Jin and Ben, back to you.
Thanks so much, AJ. Well, that does it for us on This Week in Torrance. I'm Ben McCain.
And I'm Jin Chun. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you next time.